Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint fan fave Matthew Atkinson could return to the CBS soap this fall to help fill the void left by his on-screen sister Jacqueline MacInnes Wood. Are the B&B writers bringing Thomas Forrester back to Los Angeles? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on Bold Spoilers down below. Steffy Forrester has officially left the building. No one has released any info regarding her return date or how long this maternity leave could last. We just know that Steffy is out of town for the unforeseeable future. With Steffy Forrester off the canvas and Ridge Forrester busy trying to figure out which one of his ex-wives he is going to marry, the boardroom at Forrester Creations is looking pretty empty. Bold and the beautiful spoilers hint it could be time for Thomas Forrester to return and run his family's fashion house, or at least make sure Carter Walton isn't running it into the ground. The bold and the beautiful viewers will recall the last time we saw Thomas Forrester. He was heading back to Europe to marry Paris Buckingham. Right now, Paris's mom Grace Buckingham is caught up in a huge fake cancer scam. According to B&B rumors, Dr. Buckingham is also in serious danger, and Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, wants his money back. It makes sense that her daughter would come back to Los Angeles, especially if her mom ends up in jail or something even worse happens to her. If Paris Buckingham does return, wouldn't she bring her man Thomas Forrester with her? Do you miss Matthew Atkinson on Bold and Beautiful? The Forrester family has always been the beating heart of the bold and the beautiful, and few members have been as complicated, passionate, and unpredictable as Thomas Forrester. His sudden absence left a gaping hole in the storyline. While some characters fade away without much notice, Thomas's departure was like pulling a critical thread from an intricate tapestry. The whole pattern felt different, and for many viewers, a little less vibrant. But recently, whispers have begun to circulate in the soap opera world. Is Thomas Forrester about to walk back into the Forrester Creations office, flashing that mix of charm and danger? Or will he remain a ghost in the show's history, only mentioned in passing? Let's dive into the creative possibilities, speculate on the behind-the-scenes decisions, and imagine how his return could shake the canvas of B&B. Thomas is not just another character. He's Ridge Forrester's son, Stephanie Forrester's grandson, and Steffy Forrester's older brother. In soap opera logic, that bloodline alone guarantees story potential. Generations of Forresters have carried the family name through romantic chaos, business battles, and scandal after scandal. Removing Thomas entirely feels like erasing a chapter from the family saga. Forrester Creations isn't just about fabric, fashion, and glamour. It's about power struggles within the family. Thomas's return would reignite those tensions, especially if he came back with a renewed sense of ambition or vengeance. Thomas didn't leave on a happy ever after note. The last time we saw him, his romantic life was in shambles. His reputation was under repair, and his bond with Hope Logan, arguably the most controversial and compelling part of his storyline, remained unresolved. Fans were left with questions. Did Thomas truly change for the better, or was his new leaf just another carefully crafted facade? Was his departure a self-imposed exile to work on himself, or was something darker behind it? A good soap never wastes a dangling plot thread. Thomas's unexplained distance could easily morph into a jaw-dropping comeback. While the creative world is full of what-ifs, the real world sometimes dictates the possibilities. Matthew Atkinson's portrayal of Thomas won him legions of loyal fans who found his layered performance magnetic. If the show decides to bring Thomas back, the biggest question is, would Atkinson return? If not, the soap world is no stranger to recasts. Thomas could reappear with a new face, perhaps after a dramatic accident, a long absence abroad, or a stint in rehab. That could even open the door to fresh interpretations of the character, bringing in new energy while preserving his legacy. If Thomas re-enters the B&B universe, the ripple effect could be enormous. Here are some creative arcs that could pull him back into the spotlight. Imagine the scene. Hope stands at the altar with Carter Walton, moments away from saying "I do." The doors of the venue swing open, and there stands Thomas, brooding, intense, and ready to declare that Hope is making a mistake. The fallout would pit Thomas against nearly every character in the room, reigniting old rivalries. Thomas has always been fiercely protective of his sister. If Steffi faces danger, be it from a business rival, a personal stalker, or a new manipulator in town, Thomas could return to stand by her side. Their united front could make for some of the most satisfying sibling drama on daytime TV. Absence might make the heart grow fonder, but it also makes room for others to climb the corporate ladder. Thomas could return to find himself edged out of power, sparking a ruthless campaign to reclaim his position. His design genius combined with a darker, competitive streak could turn Forrester Creations into a battleground. Thomas's broken engagement to Paris Buckingham was never neatly wrapped up. A return could force both of them to confront the unresolved hurt and lingering chemistry. The magic of Thomas's character lies in his ability to walk the razor's edge between hero and villain. At his best, he's romantic, loyal, and visionary. At his worst, he's obsessive, manipulative, and unpredictable. Bringing him back would instantly add suspense because viewers never quite know which Thomas they're getting. His reappearance would ripple into multiple plots. Hope's emotional life would be turned upside down. Ridge would have to navigate fatherly pride and concern. Liam's insecurities would flare, reigniting the Hope-Liam-Thomas triangle. Brooke would see him as a threat, while Taylor might see a wounded son who needs support. Fans have been vocal about wanting Thomas back. Social media campaigns, comment threads, and fan art keep his name alive in B&B conversations. In the soap world, fan demand can influence decisions. If enough viewers want Thomas back, and make that clear to CBS, the producers may feel the pressure to deliver. It's worth noting that sometimes a show removes a character simply to give them a grand re-entry later. The longer the absence, the more dramatic the return can be. Imagine the ratings spike if CBS announced a mystery guest star, and it turned out to be Thomas walking into the Forrester office like he'd never left. The season's cliffhanger ends with Hope's life in turmoil. Maybe Liam is presumed dead in a dramatic accident, or Forrester Creations is on the verge of collapse from a hostile takeover. In the final seconds, a figure steps out of the shadows in Ridge's office. The camera pans up. It's Thomas. So, is the bold and the beautiful bringing back Thomas Forrester? As of now, there's no official confirmation. But creatively, his return makes too much sense to rule out. He's a legacy character with unfinished storylines, deep connections to the core cast, and the potential to generate weeks, if not months, of must-see drama. In the world of daytime television, characters don't always stay gone. Sometimes they're just waiting in the wings for the perfect moment to step back into the light. And if Thomas Forrester does make his grand return, it will be loud, messy, emotional, and absolutely unforgettable. Until then, fans will keep watching, hoping, and speculating, because on The Bold and the Beautiful, you never say never. If you want, I can also write you a follow-up 1,000-word fanfiction scene where Thomas actually returns and crashes a wedding, giving you the drama in full dialogue. That could make it even